What's up, everyone? I am the devastating Just Cause, and this is DJC Game Studios. Did my own echo effects now. That's what I do. Well, you know what this is. Let's get it over with. It is my top 5! Radio games. Top 5 3DO games. Whew. Really? Top 5 3DO games. Hey, I had the 3DO growing up. Not all of us did. I got it on clearance. To be honest, I got it like a year before it was going out. There's a place called Meijer out here in Detroit area. Or throughout Michigan. I think it's a Midwest Michigan thing. Probably just Michigan. I don't know. But anyways, it's a big department store. And basically, I would go there and buy video games because they had them. Why did I even have to say that? Anyways, I went there and they had a whole 3DO display with a bunch of games. And it was like, because it started, remember, it was like $800 or $7.99 or something like that. And then it went down to like $2.99. And then it was like $1.99, and they were like $99. All games are $15. And I'm like, I can own a 3DO. A failed system. I can own it. No, and I was just kind of, I think I was like 19 at the time. I was bummed out. I was just like, I need something to do. And I'm like, what's this? I'm like, freaking 3DO. What a deal. I'm getting it. So I picked up that, and games were picked through, and I was like, what do they have here? But what did they have? Probably 2 of the best games. Although only one of them's on the top 5. They had Need for Speed, the original, and they had Road Rash. And then some other really crappy ones, and I was like, well, $130, I just had about that. I probably didn't really have that to spend, but I was like, who needs to eat? I'm buying that. So I bought 3DO. Anyways, I went off on a tangent talking about 3DOs and Meijers and department stores and clearance deals and special seals. Seals? There was no special seals. Like a seal that would do tricks, like a ball on its head, or it's bounce a ball, or maybe catch a fish. All right, where was I? Yeah, top 5. So let's go with number 5. And that is not over here, it's right here. Ready? Why? Number 5 is Road Rash. Road Rash, one of the best versions of Road Rash. The best, and they had versions on like the 16 bits and everything. But there's nothing compares to the way this 32-bit version of Road Rash. It was even better than, I believe, PS1. I'm not even joking when I say that. It played so well. The soundtrack with Soundgarden and all the crazy stuff on there, it was amazing. It was probably it was the best Road Rash at the time. I'm sure there's been a million since then, but this was the best one. Even better than the 64. I think there was a Road Rash 64, and it was all polygon looking weird and stuff. This one's better. Road Rash. We all know Road Rash. I probably don't need to explain it, but you drive and you race, and while Soundgarden's playing in the background and riding probably with you when you do your thing. No, they're not driving with you. They're playing in the music videos. But you drive down, and you pick up chains and clubs and knock the coconuts right out of the person's head next to you, and they flip off their bike, and it was actually quite violent, but it was funny because it was a video game, and you'd race through cities and avoid cars and ladies on walkers and people walking their dog, and it was pretty funny. And and then you'd have to, you survive and you win, and then they have full motion videos of you winning, and they break a bottle over your head and beat you up if you'd lost, and it was just cool. It was one of the best versions of Road Rash. I'm not going to keep getting into it. Everybody knows Road Rash is a motorcycle racing game. Let's move on. Number 4. Icebreaker. Icebreaker. Heartbreaker. Something like that, wasn't it? song? Anyways. Icebreaker was a cool puzzle game, man. This thing was one of the ones I got on a demo disc when I bought a couple 3DO games. And because I started ordering them from catalogs back then in the gaming magazines, because I mean that's what you did. It wasn't no internet, so I don't think there was. No, it was like what 95. Well, I didn't have it if there was. And I would order a bunch of different games, and because they were still kind of going, like I said, for about another year and whatever. But I'd open up a thing, and it was like, here's a demo disc of Icebreaker, and it was like these little pyramids. And then there'd be like the little bad pyramids, and they'd go like this and dance and come after you, and it was really creepy. But you would have you're like a little triangle pyramid, and you'd go along the grid, and you'd break through the glass pyramids. Or ice pyramids apparently, because it's Icebreaker. And then you'd have to shoot the bad ones, and they'd go dissolve, and you had to clear the boards, and it was like different patterns and stuff. So kind of like a puzzle game, like a 3D puzzle game. I was just got addicted to it. I still play it. I still have it. I'm not going to turn around and grab it. Did I just say a rabbit? I just rhymed 3 things. Moving on. That was my number 4. Number 3. I'm totally not looking down at a list. No. Killing Time. Yes, Killing Time. And it is just as gosh darn fun as it looks right on that box. Can't swear here. Killing Time was a cool, spooky, original game, and it was awesome. They had it on the PC, and to be honest, the PC's frame rate is better. It played a lot smoother. Yeah, the 3DO had problems with that type of stuff. But this, as a first-person game, you had zombie hunters, zombie ducks that you actually squashed, and they went, whang, and you heard, anyways, you go outside to this haunted garden, in all these different caverns inside a haunted house, but it would tell a story in full motion video, but like the full motion video would play over the graphics. So you'd be like going down this into the basement, and all of a sudden you turn a corner and a ghost would appear, but it'd be like in full motion transparent video, and it'd be like a scene from the past, and they'd be like, yes, I know how he got murdered, and then the lady would talk to the guy would come up and, what do you say? How did they get murdered? You know, it's like something from the 40s or something. And you're like, whoa, it would actually be spooky, because you wouldn't expect these ghosts to appear and reenact the scene, but it would also give you clues to tell you, like, who killed or who did the murdering or whatever the story was. I can't remember. But there was some scary, like, there was some weird, crazy, like, spooky ghost clowns that would be like, whoa, and they come after you. It was creepy. I don't know if I did that right, but it was a fun game. It was an original game, and I really thought it was a scary game. But, yes, Killing Time on the 3DO. That's my number 3. Was it number 3? What is with me? Number 4 is one of my top games of all time. I love it. It's been released on multiple platforms, but it was released first, I believe, and that's the only way I really played it, because the other versions were kind of all the same. Maybe if it was on PC, probably a little smoother, but I don't think. I'd have to look that up, and I'm too lazy. Yeah. Number 3 is PO'd. It's not number 3, it's number 4. Number 4 is PO'd. PO'd by Any Channel. I remember that just because I played it so much. I like the opening scene, and it's well, first of all, you're a chef, and you're trapped on a spaceship. You're a big fat chef, and all you have is your frying pan as the crap hits the fan. You have to go around and get out, but you gotta destroy all these aliens. And there are some ugly aliens. There's butts that shoot turds. There's little horn devil dudes that are running around. And you got this giant iron frying pan. That's the first weapon you have. You pick up like an arsenal of like a million weapons. Like, it's so insane. And you're like, clunk, clunk, clunk. You're literally hitting people with a frying pan. And it's funny. It's really funny. Anyways, it's one of my favorites. And then eventually you get a jetpack. And then you have guided missiles where you line it up with crosshairs like a sniper, and then it goes, and you see the missile, and you can actually guide the missile with your controller. You can actually turn it around and look at your fat chef hovering on the jetpack with all this arsenal of all these guns. You get a flamethrower, a minigun, like a super missile launcher. You get a grenade launcher. You get a like a Uzi. He literally, the back of the box like shows him like armor. I'll throw a thing up, but it's hilarious. You're the chef trying to save the, trying to get out of this spaceship so you can get home, and it's insane. And it is so much fun. I loved it. One of my favorites. PO'd. Check it out on the 3DO today. The new fangled Rubity Doobity system. Brand new. Just came out. 3DO. Check it out, kids. Just kidding. All right. Now, number 2. Ooh, am I number 2? Yeah, I'm number 2, right? Man, I never keep track of these things. I never keep track on the top 5! What's wrong with me, really? I mean, you guys actually like this? Sorry. All right. Number 2 is Way of the Warrior. Yes, the infamous Rob Zombie Mortal Kombat clone style fighting game. But to be honest, I guess it's more memories and nostalgia. I love the word nostalgia because it brings up so much nostalgia. Yes, Way of the Warrior. Rob's Laundry. Rob Zombie's Laundry. Might as well threw that in there because it looked like they were wearing Rob Zombie's laundry when they did all the motion capture and the full motion video to the actors that played things that looked like Raiden, but was a guy with a bandana and a straw hat. And then they got a biker girl. They really looked like they were in like a high school play, the way they were dressed and captured for the video game. But nonetheless, it looked and played pretty awful, but it was still fun. And I took it over to my cousins, and we had like the 3DO cheat codes, and so you put in different birth dates in the thing, because there's a thing where you enter birth dates, and you could play as the boss characters, which is this giant dragon Jabberwocky looking thing, and you could be like, and be that. And then there was this other dude that was like this giant demon that had this giant Thor hammer, and he was like, and you could play as the bosses, and they were huge pixelated bosses, right? Or whatever they were made of. I don't know, with apparently pixels. Anyways, it was fun, and it was colorful, and it was actually a fun game, as bad and cheesy as it was. And the graphics were not bad. They did a good job on those graphics, but the Rob Zombie Thunder Kiss song just keeps playing over and over and over. So I hope you like Thunder Kissing, yeah, however it goes. I just totally, yeah, Thunder Kissing, yeah, is the lyrics for that song. Way of the Warrior. It's fun and brings nostalgia. Oh, we're not ready for that yet. Yeah. I've lost it. I've lost the ability to count. I can't even keep up with 5 games. I got to constantly look at the list. Apparently, I need some more Tab. And that's what's going to do it. We're sponsored by Tab. They're a growing company. Brand new soda that's coming out. Kids, check for it in your local fridge. That's all the time I have, and it was a rough one, but we got through it. Top 5 3DO games. They were in no specific order, just the 5 that bring the best memories of the 3DO to me. Not a bad system, just kind of awful. Still got mine. Remember horse racing? They said furlongs. Television horse racing. Anyways, like I'm about to hold like a big weight Thank you for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and we'll definitely see you in the next one. You run that way, not this way. Come on, guys. Get it together. You guys again? It's like you're spying on me. Weirdos. You're the weirdos.